we've done one van load already, so our arms were getting a bit tired, weren't they? So we come back to get some more stuff. We're going in again. I think we bought a lot of locks and hose connectors. I think they're all at least doubling money on that, so we're going back in again now. What did you find, Jack?
I found a little arcade machine that we're going to go and buy now.
We're going to have a look at that. Picked up today.
We're going to battle this. Once I've had enough of it, we're going to sell it.
How much did you pay for that, Jack?
We paid £2 for it.
£2.
This.
Little basketball game we paid £1 for. Again, Jack's going to keep that for a while. These hose lock hoses, they were £10 each. These ones here and these ones here sell for about £28. Didn't spot that this one was a lot less. That only sells for 15, so I'll probably just get my money back on that. But there's good profit on those. This little translator was £2. That sells for 12. Got these little practice foam balls. They were 50p. They sell, I think, for £4.
We got golf nets still. We're going to use these to chip into them.
Well, if we don't sell them, we can play with those, can't we? And we've got these sockets here, USB sockets. They sell for $15.99 each. We bought them for £5 each, and we got 10 of those. So we should double our money.
I spotted these.
So Jack spotted our favourites, the master locks. We've got these ones here sell for £21.99 each, and we've got 12 of those. They were £5 each.
We've got 2 of these, 1 of these and 1 of these.
And these were $14.99 each on sale. They cost us a £5, and we've got these 2 chucked in with the rest. This one here sells for 11, that one sells for 10. So decent profit on that. This was a good little buy, that was 50p, that sells for £12. I think this was probably the best buy of the day. We bought 10 of these USB dongles for £6.
There's O2 on them.
And they're O2. They look like they're selling for between £15 and £20 each on eBay, so there's really good profit there.
I spotted this and it sells for £14.
£14 it does, Jack. Good memory. And that was 50p. No, in fact, that was a £1, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a £1. Now, this is an alarm system. This sells for £140, and this was 25. A slightly tatty box. We're going to see whether we can get away with that on Amazon, but not sure if we will. So it may have to go onto eBay, which is only 100. I've got 5 of these. These are cooking forks with a thermometer on it for barbecue season. And we sold one of these for £10. They were £1 each, so got £50 there hopefully. This was £2, another Yale lock, and that sells for $14.99. And a little pen drive there was 20p. I think that'll be about £5–6. And we got a nice whale. What's going to happen with that, Jack?
Keeping it.
They're keeping it. That was £1. So we'll call that a loss for now, yeah, Jack?
Yeah.
And that's what we picked up today. Right, so we got to the car boot sale very late today, and we didn't get that much. So we bought all this in about 20 minutes. So what did you buy, Jack?
We bought lots. We bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 staplers we bought for £6. That's 60p each. They sell for £6 each. Probably only clear about £2.50 off the fees, but they're still 25 from £6 cleared. Bought that for 50p. It's a make your own Christmas film. We'll keep that to the end of the year and then sell that. I think that sells for around tenner. 2 Le Creuset soup bean pots. They were £2 for both, so £1 each, and they sell for, I think, £15 each. So I'm going to start looking out for this stuff. It's pretty good.
Man City clock.
Man City clock, that sells for £9.99, and that was 50p. We've got a Von House. This is a 10-way plug. Sits on your desktop, and that was £5. That sells for 12. This call blocker, they sell anywhere between 12 and £20. We pay £3 for that.
50p.
The Sonos bridge, a bit dirty, but that was 50p. That would sell for about a tenner. This safety plug RCD, that was £1. That sells for £11. This was a good buy. This was £2. That sells for $16.99. And our favourite is Garfield. The Garfield phone, that was £4. I remember this from the 1980s, and I looked on eBay. They sell anywhere between £30 and £80 each, depending on the age. I need to find out what the age of this one is, but not too bad for 20 minutes, is it, Jack?
No, and this works still. This Garfield phone.
You gonna make a call? One of the deals I've realised I've not mentioned during this journey, and it's quite a good one, is all this CCTV equipment behind me. Now, I bought all of this for 1,800. There's boxes and boxes more of this. There's some more over there.
More here!
There's loads more cables here. There's more in the front. They're always pretty full. Where is it, Jack?
More here!
So these boxes are full as well. Now, some of it's got some slight damp on it, like as you can see by the boxes, but the stuff inside's all working. We've tested a few of these. It was just stored badly on some boxes. Some's completely fine, as you can see from this. But there's, we paid I think 1,800 or 1,900, and started to list some of these on Amazon. These ones at the bottom here are selling for £30 each. There's about 15 of those, so that's 450 there. I think there's a good £10,000 worth here. It's going to take a little while to sell because there is probably 2,000 items. But another good deal that I completely forgot about during all this gym stuff. We managed to pick this one up about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Right, so a few people asking how we're getting on with older deals. Now, the car parts deal, we've got 3 banks left. How much have we sold, Jack, of car parts?
2,000.
£2,000 worth. So we've just about got the money out. Probably not quite with fees, but it's 3 banks left. So it's not been the greatest deal, that one. It was one very early on and moved quickly, but it's proved very difficult. How many magnets have we sold? 200 and how many? 250?
Yeah, 250.
And we've still got all of these left up here.
We've got 1,000.
So there's about I'd say another 500 up there.
I say about 50,000.
Not quite. So there's about another 500 up there, and there's probably still 300 in Amazon. So it's going to be a monster deal, that one.
I think when we first got them, we had about 100,000.
Maybe. We've still got an absolute ton of bulbs over there. Now, we're selling probably 5 or 6 a week, but we're buying at £1 to £1.25, and they're selling for £10 each. So even if I take 5 years to sell, it's a good return. Not taking up that much space. Bought a load more of these prams. Been buying those for around £40 each, selling for 100 each. And as you can see, this new CCTV bundle we've got, just trying to sort through all that at the moment. That is a job and a half, but it's going to be a very good return, I think. So as you can see, it's still pretty full in here. I'm trying not to buy too much more stuff now because it's getting to the stage where we need to start exiting a lot of these deals. Here's your round. It's my break, isn't it? Right. So the next deal we are working on is a property deal. Now, property is my main business, but property is very expensive to enter in the normal phase, in the normal way, because you need a 25% deposit for investment property, etc., and 10% at least on your own residence. So it's hard to do it the traditional way. So especially in the southeast, you'd have to come up with nearly £100,000. Got spots, yeah, okay. So you'd have to get nearly £100,000 just to get into the property. So you have to be a bit more creative. On this one, we've done a vendor finance deal, which means the vendor, the person selling the property, is going to leave the deposit in. Now, this can only happen really in a deal where someone doesn't need the money immediately. They're happy to get a return. So the conversation would go as 2 shots. As, do you need the money out of the property? If they don't, would you like a better return than you would get from the bank? So if they put that money in the bank, they get 0.25%, if they're lucky, and we could pay them 6%, because that's probably what we pay the mortgage company or another investor. So they'll leave their deposit money in for 6%. We'll then buy the property and get the mortgage on the other 75%, which means we have very little money in. So on this example, we're effectively just going to pay the stamp duty, which is going to be about £10,000. So it's going to take probably another 3 or 4 weeks to get that over the line. I'm confident we can get £10,000 worth of traditional stuff sold, and this will mean we'll finally get into a property deal within the challenge, which is going to be great because it means cash flow going forward, effectively close to passive cash flow as well, because we'll get a managing agent on it, and they'll manage the property and we'll outsource the process. So we'll have 4 tenants in there paying rent. Rent roll on it should be around about 2,800 to 2,900, and bills are going to be around about 1,600. So it's going to cash flow. Is my shop?
Yeah,
So it's going to cash flow about 12 to 1300 a month for the long term. So that's a pretty good return in my eyes, and it's cash flow going forward that we don't have to keep buying and selling stuff. So it's another revenue stream, and it's another way of making cash.